Hello there, fellow travelers, traveling Irishman here in Telluride. We're here in Telluride. We're going to check out the Telluride Historical Museum. I got Teresa with me, my tour guide. We'll give you a little history about Telluride and the Telluride Museum here.
So you're standing in front of what was the old Miners' Hospital, and this building was built in the 1890s, and we are located on a road behind us that goes all the way up to these mining communities. So it was a really easy spot to bring down injured miners, which mining was a pretty tough job actually. So in 1960s we had a former nurse turn the building into a museum, and we are really lucky. We have a lot of amazing stories inside and different exhibits that explore our very unique history.
Okay,
Right.
so where should we
Oh, you heard it from Teresa. We'll go in and we'll check that out. We'll take you a tour of it. Let's take that tour, guys. The Telluride History Museum. It used to be, as Teresa said, a historical, well, actually, hospital. They give you a lot of good information. It's now registered as a National Historic Landmark. Here's the map of it. Streets of Telluride. Looks like this used to be this area right here, as you guys can see. Say, you are standing in a recreated Victorian parlor room. Some of the old mining tools. As I said before, this used to be old Miners' Hospital, where we would be taken to be taken care of. Definitely worth a sight to see when you're in Telluride. Is a thing to do, other than all the shops and stuff. Of course, there's always kinds of great shopping and great food places to try out, but I think this is a good educational thing about the town. Special thanks to all the people who've donated to the Historical Society. As I said before, this is a national landmark now. Reservation in phases. As it says here, door to the future. And today, tourism drives Telluride's economy, and the preservation of our historic character plays an important role in our visitors' experiences. The early 1970s, the Sheridan Opera House was renovated and hosted the inaugural Telluride Film Festival. Years since, the building and the festival that helped put Telluride on the map has hosted such names as Lily Gibbs, Jack Nicholson, Jimmy Stewart, Martin Scorsese, Cab Calloway, and countless others. Today, the Sheridan Opera House is owned and operated by the Sheridan Arts Company, a nonprofit founded in 1991 by Sandra Sheridan. Go on to the next room. Here's some of the things they probably used in the.
He set up like a hospital was.
So this is set up as a display of how the hospital was, and they took care of the miners. Nurses, outfits.
Yeah, Lillian.
Dealt with disaster, disease, and death. It's like the operating table. Old school 19th and 20th century chest x-rays. All the miners, obviously, with lung issues. As we all know, if anybody knows anything about history about mining, more literature about the miners' hospital. Hardships and health care. Took some of the supplies and alcohol they used, treatments they used back in the day. So, dental instruments, surgical instruments, certain testing instruments, and they had to test for kinds of things. Definitely a really cool room here. As I said before, this used to be an old mining town where a lot of people came to prospect gold and silver. They're in the Telluride Mountains. It's a cool history here. Old milling. Mining becomes big business. There's a San Juan Telluride Mountain map. Very old school looking scale. Looks like they're weighed gold and silver. And it talks about the decline of the mining in Telluride. There's violent strikes against a certain prince. One in particular here on July 28th, 1896. Another fun fact down here. Definitely a good learning experience about how this town came about, how it was built, how now it's maintained. It's a good tourist destination, as I said before, about skiing and hiking. Here this talks about how it's been from a booming town of mining to now, as I've said many times, tourist destination. Let's put Telluride on the map. I made a historical landmark. My schooling here. Here's some of the mining tools they used back during the mining days. Pretty crazy contraptions that this is all made out of wood, a little bit of metal. Let's stand the whole test of time. The last 120 or 30 years, looks like. Old mining cars. So they've built here a makeshift, kind of looks like to be like a tunnel to a mine. Like the mine shaft or whatever it looked like, I guess. Push what down?
Can we push in it?
Because it's like give you the blasting of dynamite, I guess. Cool little interactive thing here. Give you a life of what a mine would look like, I guess. Well, travelers, that concludes the tour of the Telluride Historic Museum. Whenever you're in Telluride, check it out. It's worth the while. Safe travels. Have a great time.